Hey all, Sage here, back with another Robot Arena tutorial. I'll be covering Mr. Awesome Sauce Advanced Stacking today, or ASAS. Uh, Initially found by Mr. AS a couple years back. Unfortunately, his video was unbearably long and complicated, so I'm going to be showing you a few of the tips and tricks I found to make it easier, after having used it a couple hundred times on my latest robot. Let's get right into it. I'm going to be using the infamous tutorial bot today. Best bot ever built, in my opinion. So essentially what you're going to want to do is grab a motor and make sure that it's in pause. You can see that it did make a clicky sound, so make sure that you hit your pause button. Click attach, but don't actually attach it, and hover it, and then slowly rotate it in one direction, and then switch it, and then kind of keep slowly rotating it, and you can see the axle already starting to break. Keep going back and forth. Usually it doesn't take quite this long. Yep, see, there it goes. So you just kind of rotate it, flies way to its people. Okay, so here's what happens. Now, if we turn on the grid here, you can see that the mesh is gone. Okay, so theoretically you could attach it to anything. But the interesting thing is that once you actually attach it, even if the pause button's still on, the mesh comes back. So this is only useful when you actually attach the component and not for attaching things after. So an example of actually using this glitch, let's go back into the test robot. Okay, so say we have like a big nasty HP Zetec just chilling, right? And we want to put a snapper, like this. Obviously, you could, do this by putting the snapper first and loading it out, but just, for example, if we want to do this, we're going to pause it and then rotate it slowly. Break the axle. Fly away, and then wow, look at that, you can attach it. Cool. Okay, that's about the extent of the glitch. One of the more useful features is using it on the HP Zetec itself. If you want to stack two of them, it takes a while, but I'll just do it here. So the first one, actually I'm not going to do it because it takes so long, but if you want to break this axle, it's going to slowly rotate it away, right? And then you could be able to do a, well, if you notice, now that I attached it, the HP Zetec axle actually doesn't come back, which is really useful. So we're going to break this one too. And then we're going to try and stack the two. The problem with this is you can't go back into the overview tab and zoom in like you usually do when you're trying to stack some things. You saw it work. I'm not going for a great stack here, but hey, look at that. Cool. You broke the game even more. Okay, so that's the Mr. Awesome Sauce advanced hacking. Enjoy.